Welcome to Inner Wild. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Fel.
And on today's show, we are going to talk about guided meditation, what that is, and we are going to have Fel here give you one.
Yeah. So, what's going to happen is we're going to give you a basic little breakdown, and Autumn's going to give you a little bit of insight into this specific meditation. I've read this for her, it's one that I wrote, and we're going to make sure that this is easy and efficient for you guys to help you out. Now, what a guided meditation is it's like someone narrating where your mind is going.
Mm-hmm.
So it's someone that's it's exactly what it sounds. They're going to guide you through meditation, through visualization, and that's really it at the base root.
Yeah, and the purpose of this is to help you become closer to your stereotype.
Yeah, to come closer, to feel more connected, to feel at peace. And if someone hasn't discovered one, it may at times give insight into what your stereotype may be. Just little bits and snippets here. It's going to be hard to explain without like going through it, but we'll get to that soon enough. And I just want to say that this one in particular is going to be like a northern temperate forest. A lot of the inspiration for this I pulled from a couple of sources. One was a very, very old online basic guided meditation that was for shapeshifting. And another one was one of the meditations in a book called Animal Speak. And between those two, this is something I've done for years and sort of hodgepodge together in my own head. But I wrote this out and read it to Autumn, and she gave me a little bit of insight. What's your take on it, Autumn? What did you think of this meditation?
Well, a couple of things. I felt it really helped me. I mean, I already know that I am a wolf Therian, and I was having trouble reconnecting with him for a while because I wasn't letting myself take that time. So we went through this, and it is using imagination and just using your mind to visualize. I was able to visualize my wolf and eventually shift in my mind as my wolf. And it was very relaxing. And another point is take time with this. Don't get frustrated if you can't find your animal or if you're not sure. If you don't first visualize it because you might be distracted, your mind might be going in circles if you're not used to this. It takes practice. It took me some time to take a few moments and visualize each part, but in time your mind will become more practiced. It'll become easier to do that. And by the time I got out of the meditation, a few minutes later, it didn't take long, I was so relaxed. It was actually hard to come back. It really was, and I was reluctant, but I had to go somewhere. So
I remember I was the driver and I had to take her somewhere, and she was like,
I was kind of
I don't wanna
sleepy,
get up.
and I was kind of like in a partial shift by that point. It really helped. I felt really happy. I felt relieved. So
Awesome. Over time, we're probably going to be doing more biomes and things like that. I would love to do a desert one.
Yeah.
I'd love to do like a beach or an ocean one.
Oh yeah.
And one that sounds really cool, even for someone that isn't like a bird or a dragon myself. I think like a mountain and a flying one would be fantastic. Like that would be absolutely wonderful.
Oh yeah, for like the avian and
Mm-hmm.
flying dragons, winged dragons. I don't know.
I'm going to be writing a bunch of these up, and I'm going to be putting both documents online so you can read it yourself and record it yourself. And talking with Autumn here, it would also be a good idea, we think, to upload just the sound file of the meditation. We're going to do that as well, not the episode with it in it, just the meditation.
Yeah, so you can find that separately, but we will include it today in this episode. So should we start?
Yep. You'd want to put yourself in a quiet room, away from a lot of noise, a lot of moving people. You'd want to dim the lights just a little bit. You don't want to be seeing it through your eyelids. And you want to make sure that you get settled in a comfortable place, somewhere where you can feel that there's no tension anywhere in your body. For some people, that's laying down on their back. For some, it's on their side. Some people sit up. Once you're there, we're going to get started.
Inner Wild presents a guided meditation for forest creatures by Fel Gray.
First, exhale completely. Push all the air from your lungs in a full, complete exhale. Inhale. Imagine the air entering your lungs as a bright, clean light filling your chest. Exhale. Picture your breaths being dirty. Push out that negative energy. Inhale. Positive white breath radiating throughout your body, through your lungs. Exhale. Your negative energy being pushed out. Count to 5 on your inhale. Focus on the breathing and counting. 5 count on your exhale. Focus on both. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see steps in front of you, and you start to climb. You feel your legs on each step and feel your body rise. You begin counting steps. You see a landing and a tunnel ahead of you. As you step to the landing, you begin walking down the tunnel. Walking down the tunnel, you can hear the sound of your echoing footsteps against the walls, the sound of dripping water. You feel the stone beneath your feet with each step. A faint light appears in the distance. As you walk closer, your footsteps echoing, a gentle breeze brushes your face. You smell earth, rich, moist earth, moss, plants. The smell of greenery is coming from the light, and the end of the tunnel grows nearer. You notice the sound of leaves rustling in a gentle breeze and birds singing in the buzz of insects. You step into a bright, thriving forest. Golden sunlight falling through lush leaves, greenery and trees as far as you can see. Turning in place, you see the tunnel. You are in the center of a grassy clearing at the edge of a rock face. The dewy leaves caress your feet, and you feel at ease. You see a moss-laden tree trunk at the edge of the clearing. Its roots forming a very comfortable-looking seat padded by rich greenery. Stepping over, you sit and relax against the old one of the forest. You take in the world around you, at peace with the wood. A rustle to the side, and you look. You see eyes through the leaves. You are not afraid. They're familiar to you. An animal steps into the clearing and watches. You look back, taking in its perfect form. Regal, wild, You make eye contact again. You're astounded by the color and depth of the eyes. The pupils seem to grow. Your vision closes in, and you feel slowly drifting toward the black center of those eyes. Your vision fades, before slowly it returns. You see your body sitting before you, watching. You are curious, but not afraid. You feel comfortable. You want to explore more, and you turn and leave the clearing. Your body feels different. Your senses heightened. Smells and sounds are stronger. You see different shades of color, and you move differently. It feels good. You find a trail and begin to follow it deeper into the forest. The trees and lush greenery surround you. Soon, walking down this forest path, you smell and hear fresh water. There's a creek nearby, and you realize that you are thirsty. You look around at the edge of another clearing. A calm pool fed by a trickling stream lies before you. You step forward to take a drink. Looking into the pool, you see yourself, the animal in the clearing. You know that you are one and the same. Your thoughts are theirs. Theirs are yours. Both distinct, but the same. This feels right. You are content simply to live this way. You dip down and drink. The cold, clean water satisfies. And as you take your fill, you feel it is time to go. You begin to return the same way, but another creature darts down the trail ahead of you. You give chase, suddenly filled with the joy of play and freedom. You bound through the wood, weaving between trunks and under branches. The plants brush against you as your body moves freely. You come to a stop in the clearing. Breathing easily, you see you're human. It is time. Stepping forward, you gently touch noses, and vision begins to fade. You see your animal. You pull your nose away, then retreat elegantly back to the wood. As the human, rising, you turn to the side and see your tunnel. You step in and begin to walk back down the tunnel. The sounds, scents, and the feelings of the forest settle behind you as you recede deeper into the tunnel. Your footsteps echo again before you see the steps and begin to step down. As you descend the stairs, you know that this place is yours. It's always here. The thought makes you smile as your body begins to feel heavier. You continue down the steps. Each step, you settle into your body more. you reach the bottom, breathe deep and open your eyes.
That pretty much, I think, wraps up for today's episode. It was a shorter one, but
Well, not by the time you edit it. We always look forward to hearing your feedback. Let us know what this meditation does for you and let us know how you like the podcast.
yeah, because we're looking for new upcoming suggestions for future shows. Just want to know how we're doing, because we're new at this.
Questions that we can answer, feedback. Let us know that we're doing something for you and send us your experiences so that we can, talk about them, possibly include them with your permission and really share the community's experiences with everyone else.
And how do they do that?
You can get a hold of us on Twitter at inner_wild.
Or you can email us at innerwildpodcast@gmail.com.
You can also check up our blog, which will have links to everything, including our iTunes, Google Play, and our direct RSS feed. And that is innerwildpodcast.blogspot.com.
Yep, and we would love you if you could rate us on iTunes as well and write a review or subscribe if you really like us. We'd love it. We'd appreciate it. So we get found more by others like you or whatever. So
Exactly.
thanks for the support.
We are also on Tumblr. Just search for Inner Wild and find us by our logo. Go from there. We're doing updates here and there, sharing a bunch of Otherkin and Therian posts that are relevant. And, we hope to hear from you soon, creatures. You guys are all wonderful.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's show. All you creatures, I hope you loved that meditation. It was written by Fel Gray and mixed and edited by yours truly. That was such an adventure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can get that meditation anytime you want on our blog page at innerwildpodcast.blogspot.com. So you can go to the forest anytime you want. Our opening song was by Rotten Coil. Get his stuff at freesound.org. And it was mixed and edited with additional animal sounds by yours truly as well. I know you all think that's funny. All those animals, all that zoo getting loose. Yeah, that could be you, And our closing song is being performed by C. Padman and mixed by Lucky Little Raven, also from freesound.org. Well, we hope to see you again in the inner wild. I'm totally wolfing out over here.